Hello and welcome to this week's show, which we hope could help you decide what career path is right for you. And you know what? That's a really hard decision to make. So we've put together a show that every week looks at 3 different careers and provides you with some great helpful advice and tips to help make that all-important career decision a bit easier. In today's show, we take a look at the world of retail where Sofia spends a couple of days sizing up a career in a top shoe store. Sam has been sampling the many areas of the truck driving industry, and today he finds out the diversity of the career and where his career could take him. And we find Livia down to Canterbury to sample a career as a dairy farmer on one of New Zealand's largest dairy farms where 5,000 cows are milked every day. But first up, is it going to be a career in retail for Sofia?
My name's Sofia. I'm 17 years of age and I'm going to Mangere College. I'm caring, I'm very kind. I have trouble trying to say things to people.
Maybe a dose of retail therapy might get you over that, Sofia. Selling the latest fashion shoes at Overland will get you talking to a whole range of people, and manager Penny Smith will help you learn the tricks of the trade.
What we look for in new sales associates is people that can communicate, obviously with lots of different people that have energy and are motivated.
There are a lot of things that go on behind the scenes before Sofia will even get to talk to a customer.
The main areas involved in retail are customer service, customer interaction, merchandising, so changing displays, and housekeeping, daily housekeeping and cleaning up.
Retail is all about presentation. That means cleaning up before opening the store.
Okay, Sophia, you're going to be my trainee for the day, so I'll give you that badge to put on.
Yep.
And then we need to open up the store.
Sofia is in good company training for a job in retail. The Minister for Education, Steve Mahari, also got his start selling shoes.
Well, the truth of the matter is that I left school quite early and I went to work for the government, but I found it very boring. There I found myself working in all my glory in what was at that time a brand new style of shopping and an extremely exciting thing to do.
Yep, just around that side.
So how do you display your shoes?
Okay, Sophia, what we do is that we have display similar styles together. So this is the same style shoe but different colours, and we use the stands because it just stands out and it's a lot more appealing to the customers when they walk past.
Once Sofia has got a feel for presentation, she gets to know the range of shoes she will be selling.
These ones are a leather upper. A lot of our shoes are leather. Product knowledge is extremely important in retail. We need to know what we're selling, and customers will come up with lots of different questions and we need to know the answer. They need to know that they're getting good advice and good product knowledge, and they need to know we know what we're talking about.
Now Sofia is going to combine her love of fashion with product knowledge to design her own in-store display.
Okay, just one thing when you are setting them up is to make sure that the shoes are touching, and we call that kissing. Okay, so how about we go and you can pick some styles to do your own display.
Okay, yep.
The goal of retail is to provide the best possible service that we can, and I also believe to grow in the industry and be the best that you can be. Great, so you're all done? That looks really, really good. Good use of colour and different heights of the boots as well. So it looks really good. Well done.
Thanks.
I learned an enormous range of skills that have carried me right through my life. The most important one, I think, was dealing with people.
Okay, so the biggest part of our role in retail is obviously customer service and helping find people what they're looking for.
To help Sofia get her customer service skills up to scratch, Penny offers to be a shopper for her.
Okay, so if you want to go and ask Kaylee to help you, and she'll give you the shoes.
Retailing should be an experience. It shouldn't be just about any product that you might be selling. It should be something that people enjoy doing. That's what I think really retailing is about for me, and why it's a career rather than something you might just do part-time.
So they feel quite good.
So how do you deal with people who, you know, like are difficult or have smelly feet, you know? Foot odour kind of thing.
Okay, we do have stockings in store, so we ask people to use stockings when they're trying the shoes on. Dealing with difficult customers, the biggest thing that we do is just make sure that you're not aggravating anything. You know, we really value our customers here, so we want to retain their loyalty. I'd like you to meet Jenny. She works here with us, and Jenny has agreed to be your customer today. So we thought that we would pair you up and you could sell her some shoes.
Staff are required to make contact in the first minute that a customer walks into the store, but are taught how to approach customers without being too pushy.
Is there anything in particular you're looking for?
Customer service is extremely important. We want to build customer loyalty, obviously repeat customers that come back because they know they're going to get good service and get what they want from us.
Would you like to try them on?
Yes, please. Yep.
The shoe is. So if you look underneath,
She's going great. Yeah. Asking lots of questions, which is really important in deciding on what customers are into.
I do think it's the kind of job that A, you can enjoy, but B, you learn transferable skills in. You'll find that the things you learn transfer very well to other things you might choose to do.
The test is going well, but will she be able to close the deal?
So would you like to take those? What am I supposed to say?
that's really good.
Cut. Take 2.
So would you like to take those?
Yes, please. I will.
Okay.
Yep.
Right, how did you go, Sophia?
Good.
Good, you did really well. So you had some really strengths. She has got a brilliant smile. She's very enthusiastic and she's got lots of motivation and a willingness to learn. Okay, we're all done. How did you enjoy your day?
I enjoyed it a lot, having to deal with customer service.
You did really well and you've learned a lot in one day, so well done.
I'd like to thank you for the experience, wonderful experience.
You're welcome, you did really well. Good luck.
Thank you.
The National Certificate in Retail has 3 qualifications, starting at level 2 up to level 4. Students are able to earn as they learn, as the majority of training is conducted in the workplace. There are various programs available to gain retail qualifications, modern apprenticeship or training pathway. Every trainee receives an individual training plan and dedicated mentor. Assessment is done by observation, questioning and task setting. Good on you, Sophia, you did really well. Now coming up, over the past few weeks we've been finding out what it takes to become a truck driver. And this week, our budding truckie takes a look at the career possibilities in the industry. See you after the break. This is Just the Job. Welcome back to Just the Job, where we look at a whole lot of options to help you learn more about what you could be doing as a career. Now Sam is keen to become a fully qualified truck driver, and this week he's on a voyage of discovery. Meet Sam Henry. Sam is 17 years old and wants to take up a career as a truck driver. Over the past weeks, we have taken Sam out to discover what's involved in getting qualified and taking up this rewarding, varied and potentially diverse career option. Sam spent time in the cab, learned to drive a forklift, and today he's putting a bit more detail on what he's learnt.
Today I'm going to have a look at what kind of license I might need if I want to become a truck driver and check out some pretty flash high-tech equipment.
He's come to National Road Carriers to meet Executive Officer for Training, Bert Riley.
I'm Bert from National Road Carriers.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, you too. Today we're going to take you around, have a look at a couple of truck companies, LW Bonnie and Son down the road. But first off, let's go inside. I'll run you over a bit of general information on our industry and probably go over the licensing with you too.
Awesome.
Okay?
One of Bert's jobs is to pair drivers with the right specialist skills for a trucking company's particular job. So he's very well positioned to know just what the industry needs.
We badly need people like Sam. The big issue we have is that our drivers are getting older and we're not seeing younger people come through. So one of my major jobs is to actually get out to schools through career guidance officers and promote our industry within the schools.
So what sort of kid is the trucking industry looking for?
Kids who have an interest in driving, guys and girls who like playing PlayStation, there's a lot of the remote control systems and things like that are very similar. If you're into meeting people and getting around the countryside, it's certainly one of those jobs that can do that for you. Generally, truck driving is the start of a career, and most guys we see can go all the way through to operations managers, transport managers.
So plenty of scope for the future, but where would you start? Simon Kewen is the Auckland Regional Manager for Transqual, the training organisation for road transport.
Our first qualification is the National Certificate in Good Service Core Skills, and that enables the candidate to be productive in the workplace. That gives them a Class 2 licence, forklift endorsement, dangerous goods endorsement, logbook skills, driver safe, some customer service skills and some spillage response skills.
For our truck driving, your first licence you need is your Class 2. It's a medium rigid, what we call a medium rigid licence. It allows you to drive a truck up to 18 tonne. The second one is a Class 3, the gross combination weight. It's a truck and trailer basically put between 12 tonne and 25 tonne. The next one is Class 4. It's between 18 tonne and 25. It's a heavy rigid vehicle, we call it. And the last one we will demand is the Class 5. It allows you to drive a truck over 25 tonne, a truck and trailer type unit up to about 44 tonne.
So, armed with the facts of trucking life, Sam's off to put it to the test.
Alrighty, that one rolling past there, Sam, what do you reckon that one is?
Class 5.
Class 5, well
Yep.
done. What about this one over here?
Could even a Class 4.
Class 4? Excellent.
Yep.
That's the one.
Well, the wheels of commerce are certainly on a roll here. So to slow things down, Sam's headed up the road for a closer look at some state-of-the-art trucks.
So, what's special about this truck?
Automatic transmission, 16 speed, ABS plus EBS, electronic brake system.
Now, this container, what's it designed to carry?
This one here is for hot and cold liquid product. And if we just lean across here and throw this switch, that lifts up our safety rails up the top there, making sure we're not going to lose any drivers over the side.
Oh, true.
And we've got a specialist turntable here.
Yep.
The thing with liquid freight is you need to not only to move up and down that way, but also sideways. Otherwise they become rigid and you start damaging vehicles.
Okay.
This truck and trailer unit, Sam, is set up specifically for what we call bulk tipping. It's a tipper unit. Typical product delivered in this vehicle over here is, for example, could be barley from the South Island that's brought up for Dominion breweries.
So it basically just saves time when you tip it up and straight out.
And the efficiency drives are what we're after.
This is another specialised truck for shipping containers. An onboard swing lift can lift the load operated by remote control.
Do you mind showing me what that box of trucks you got there?
Yeah, sure. It's just like PlayStation or Xbox. I reckon a lot of training on that before you try this on. But anybody good at that will find this fun.
But truck driving is not just about sophisticated equipment.
The skills are very important. You must be able to take the knocks, I suppose, if it's one way to put it. It's a very pressured industry. People's freight is always late as far as they're concerned. If you're a person that has a short temper, not only will it show with your customer service, but it'll probably show in the way you drive as well. And we certainly don't need any more bad drivers on our road. Someone like Sam's ideal for our industry. He has a full car licence at age 17. He's done a defensive driving course. He's got the right attitude and certainly has the interest that we're looking for to bring young people into our industry via the modern apprenticeships.
You never know, one day you might see me driving down that road. Yep.
To get a Class 2 learner licence, you must have held a full Class 1 licence for at least 6 months, present a medical certificate and pass a theory test. In addition to holding the relevant licence for the vehicle you are driving, you may also need to hold a relevant endorsement, for example for dangerous and hazardous goods. There are national certificates available for a wide range of commercial transport driving. Courier driver, perishable products, livestock and logging are just some. Job prospects for commercial drivers are very good. There's also many opportunities to progress on to become an owner-operator or to other jobs such as transport manager. Well, after watching Sam, you might be like, Clint, you know what? That's what I want to do. And if it is, then you can find out more about that career and all the careers featured on the shows on our website. So stick around, don't go anywhere, because I'm going to be giving you those details at the end of the program, all right? Now, when we come back, we head to Rakaia Farm in Canterbury, where Livia's got her hands full with 5,000 cows to milk. This is Just the Job. You're watching Just the Job, and if you're thinking about a career, or maybe you want to change careers, then stay tuned, because this is the show that could spark a turning point when it comes to your work life. Now, there are so many people who enjoy working outdoors, and especially with animals, and Livia is one of those people, so we think we have just the job for her.
I'm Livia Foran, I'm 16 years of age, and I go to Overland College. When I was back in Hungary, I used to work with cows. Yeah, and I love animals, and I love working with them. Yeah, it's great fun.
We flew Livia from Auckland to Christchurch. Then from the airport, it's a 50-minute drive south to Rakaia Island, home of one of New Zealand's largest family-owned dairy farms. Here, 5,000 cows are milked daily. Of the 23 staff, 14 are working for their National Certificate in Agriculture. Assistant Operations Manager Johan Gertz will be mentoring Livia. So what qualities does he look for in his trainees?
Passion towards the outdoor life, animals in general. It doesn't have to specifically be cows, but they obviously can get to like cows over time.
Well, it's 5:30 in the morning at the moment. It's freezing. Had a pretty good night's sleep. It seems like it's going to be a very long day at the moment, but I'm ready to milk some cows, so off we go.
Trainee Steve Jesson, known to his workmates as Hooli, is one of the first in the shed and begins the milking process.
Hey, I'm Olivia.
Morning, Olivia. I'm Hooli. Do you want to come milk with us?
Yeah, sure.
Brilliant. Okay. Roll up your sleeves. Grab an apron. And let's get dirty, eh? Right. First things first. We've got to check the cow. We've got to check for mastitis. Go to teat from the top. Work your way down. Check the left side. Do the same on both front teats, both left side teats. And then we cut them on. Alright. Well done, good effort.
What you'd learn in the apprenticeship would really be the basics of dairy farming, how to milk cows, looking after animals in general.
So how are you finding this apprenticeship?
It's good. It has its ups and downs. We have really dodgy weather, cold morning starts, but the whole idea of being outside every day, working with the cows and just, communicating with other people, it's really good.
There's more to the job than most people realise.
Okay, so what we're doing here just after the cows have finished milking, we're just spraying them with the sanitizer, just spraying their teats with the sanitizer. And this just ensures to stop any bugs entering the cow's udder and causing infection. Okay, Olivia,
Dairy farming is one of New Zealand's largest industries. Technology and equipment is constantly advancing with the aim to assist farmers in providing a top quality product. This makes it a dynamic and exciting industry as it's always changing and progressing.
I thought milking would be quite hard, but it's actually quite easy. Yeah, you get the hang of it after a while. It takes a bit of time to get used to it, but after you get it, it's real easy.
The rest of the day is spent working on jobs to be done around the farm. For the trainees, this practical work experience goes towards acquiring units for their National Certificate in Agriculture. Andrew Shepherd is an agriculture industry training organisation advisor. He visits the farm regularly to assist with training and provides guidance and support.
So for someone like Livy coming into the industry brand new, then I come out on farm, visit the trainee and the farmer, and we encourage Livy to do some education, some training with us, so she's getting a qualification while she's working on the job.
Practical skills are assessed by a workplace assessor, normally the employer, and in this case, Johan.
Because part of the training is practical, then it is very relevant to the farmer, the employer, and what they're doing on the farm.
Livia's practical skills are now put to the test with a loader wagon.
There's absolutely no reason why females can't do the same job as males in this industry. There is a huge misconception that it is a male-only industry, which is definitely wrong in every aspect. And then go back. And that's it, yep.
Oh, this is the first time I've ever driven a tractor, but yeah, I find it real fun.
The modern apprenticeship is set up for students aged between 16 and 21 and who are committed to completing their studies to level 4 of the apprenticeship. This usually takes 3 to 4 years.
At level 2 though, it's more focused on the nuts and bolts, the basics of getting the job done, milking the cows, making sure that the milk is of good quality, making cleanliness around the shed, safety on the farm, bike safety, tractor safety, fencing safety. So it's all very relevant to the level that you're at. Once you get up into level 3 and 4, then you're starting to talk more management skills, feed budgeting, animal health, identifying diseases, that sort of thing.
As well as the practical on-job training, there is theory off-job training. Rakaia Farm facilitate classes every fortnight. Depending on what level you are studying, determines how much study is required. The farm also provides meals for their trainees throughout the week.
Generally, dairy farming, you don't have to pay for any accommodation, that's all supplied. You have no travel costs, and from there you can start off around the 25,000 to 30,000 mark and go as high as you want, really.
Well, it's the end of the day now. As you can see, it's night. It's been a very long day, but I've enjoyed every bit of it. Some parts were quite hard and, challenging, but in the end it was really worth it. Next year I'm seriously going to go home and think about how I can make this happen.
National Certificate in Agriculture courses are offered at several levels. The work you train for will dictate which level of the certificate you need to achieve. Level 2 is an introduction to the industry, takes 1 year to complete and requires 18 hours of off-farm theory-based training. The outlook for farming is good and the numbers employed are expected to rise. Farming is becoming more specialised to cater for niche market demands, and all farmers now have to adjust farming styles to maximise returns. Well done, Olivia. A big thanks to you, Sam and Sophia, and everyone else who featured in today's program. Today, there are so many career options available to you, and deciding which one's right for you can be a really stressful decision to make. But we certainly hope our programs have helped take the stress away and made it that much easier for you to decide. And to help you even more, we have the lovely Sarah from Career Services, who has this week's tip for getting you that dream job.
In any industry, there are lots of different jobs. To find the right one for you, it helps to understand what makes the whole industry tick. Say you're interested in fashion. Now, we all know about designers and models, but there's much more to it than designing and wearing clothes. The fashion industry also has buyers, merchandisers, even advertising positions. Once you understand an industry, you can think about how your skills and abilities would fit in. You might like an apprenticeship in pattern making or tailoring, or maybe the marketing side's more your thing. There are heaps of ways to be involved in any industry. You just need to find the job that's right for you.
Well, that's it for this week. We'll be back again next week with another 3 careers and, of course, more helpful advice and tips. Now is when you want that pen, because all the information about the careers you've just seen and for more info about how to make that right career choice can be found by simply going to our program website. It's www.tvnz.co.nz and entering the keywords Just the Job. Happy hunting. I'll catch you next week.
This program was made with funding from New Zealand On Air.